Today I will be teaching you on how to work on a crow pose, a step-by-step guide on how you can eventually get into a crow pose. So first I will give you a demonstration of what a crow pose looks like. So step one is having the correct hand position. We do not want our hands like this. We want our fingers spread apart. And then once they're spread apart, we want the fingers bent, as then our center of gravity will stay in the middle. And then most of the work will be coming from the palm. And then if we need to make adjustments, we can use the fingers to make the adjustments. So firstly, we want the hands on the floor, fingers bent, hands shoulder width apart. And we're going to bring our knees as high as we can, just into our armpits. If you can't get them that high yet, just above the elbow, the hinge joint. So let's go into that. So we're just going to get high as we can. We're just going to lean forwards. We're going to hold this. Once we lean forwards, we want to make sure we are looking straight ahead. We're not looking on the floor, but we're looking pinpointing a point in front of us. And again, if you are scared of falling, you can always put a pillow on the floor. We're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. Once we've held that for 30 seconds, we're just going to come back down. Now, if you find that hard to get your hips high for that lean, I suggest using a block. We're going to put that block underneath our feet. You're just going to hop onto it. Again, keeping my feet together. Hands on the floor, shoulder width apart, fingers bent, knees high as they can go, hips up, lean forwards. See how much of a difference it's already made by me propping myself up on a block. It's lifting my hips higher. And then once again, you're just going to hold this again for 30 seconds and back down. Now the second step is I'll just get off my block, get into crow pose position again. This time lean forwards. This time I'm just going to take one leg off, back down, the other leg up, back down. So with this, do about 10 toe taps. So you're toe tapping each side just to get used to that position and be able to hold your own weight. And once you've done that, back down. Again, if you find that hard, we can always use a block. Again, probably underneath me. Jump onto it. Lean forwards. See, I'm already high again, hips are high. Again, just lifting one leg up, back down, one leg up, back down. Lifting the other. There we go, and back down. Then eventually from that, once we build up that strength, you can go into a full crow pose. Again, it should look like this. Then go up, lean forwards. Just take the one foot off slowly, other one slowly. So if you still find it hard to find that balance, just take it off slowly. See, I'm just tapping this foot on the floor to try and find my balance. Then you can just go up into a crow pose. Again, if you find it hard to elevate those hips, use a block. Prop yourself up on the block. Again, into a crow pose. Hips already high. One leg off and taking the other off. Back down. And there you have your crow pose. Now from a crow pose, once you build up that strength, you can work on going into a handstand from that as well. So crow pose is very good for building strength, balance, core control. It's one of the basis foundations of calisthenics, I think. So yeah, great. It's a great way to progress to other exercises.